Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. Let's see. Thank you everyone that's in the chat. Hello, hello. See me grow. Hope that you are all doing well on this Friday. I forgot what day it is. All right. So I didn't really have much planned today. I was probably gonna do weekend vibes, just for the collective energy, just see what my guides say for us, any type of heads up. And I was pretty much just going to take personal questions. So go ahead and check the description box. All yes and no questions are free. And if you want tarot readings, check the description of how to donate. So thank you all for being in the chat. If you could please like this video, I would truly appreciate it. So I'll answer a couple questions and then I'll go ahead and get into the weekend vibes. Let's see. Hello, Luna. I like your username. Very pretty. Spirit, yes, no, maybe so for Luna's question. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, so I am getting a yes, but when my guide showed me someone like kind of peeking behind the fence, so I almost get the sense of like whenever they are thinking of this person, it almost may be like subconscious, like it just like a memory happens or there's a certain event or you know what I mean, and it just memory lane, like a nostalgic energy. I don't get the energy of them like thinking about them consciously. Does that make sense? Like it's just very sporadic that it'll happen. So I hope that those messages resonate. Thank you for joining the live. See me grow. Grounding exercises. Okay, so I have two off the top of my head. So one thing that you can do is you could take some really cleansing breaths. You're so welcome. Take some really cleansing breaths, like in through your nose, hold out through your mouth. Take a good 2 or 3 good deep breaths. Then once you feel calm, just ask in your head, your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, whatever you want to call them, can you send me grounding energy? And in that moment, you should feel something. You should feel like lighter. You should feel like grounded. You should feel more connected to the earth. And it literally takes 30 seconds. I really like to use visualization exercises when it comes to grounding myself because it takes time. So maybe instead of 2 to 3 minutes or 30 seconds, you can do it for like 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes. So if you calm yourself down and you breathe real deep and real slow, just imagine yourself sitting on the floor or in the chair and imagine roots. I have all my plants in the back. I'm thinking about roots. Imagine roots coming out of the bottom of your feet and then digging into the ground and like going into the ground, into the dirt, into the earth's core. Like just see the roots just going down, down, down. And this is going to help ground your energy. It's going to help you become more present, and you're not going to think in the past or in the future. So you can't really be stressed when you're in the present moment, if that makes sense. So I hope that those two little quick grounding exercises help. Thanks for asking your questions. So I am a licensed therapist, so if you guys have questions over finding a therapist, mental health, psychic mediumship, I'm a medium as well, Reiki healing, paranormal activity, aliens, all of those things, you can ask those questions as well. Let's see. Thanks for joining the chat. I truly appreciate it. And if you guys could like this video, I truly appreciate it. Spirit, what messages for Esmeralda? Yes, no, maybe so. Got a yes for you. I got a yes. I do think, I do think, I just got in from playing volleyball, so my brain's like not working. I do think that your ex does contemplate and think about contacting you. Now, will they? I don't know, but they do think about it. So I hope that those messages resonate. Trying to finish up my tea. How's your weekend going? Well, I guess it's the weekend. Yeah, Friday. How's everybody's weekend going? And let me go ahead and plug this before I start. Um, Oh, thank you so much. Guys, if you need a therapist, you can always find a therapist intern for a cheaper price. If not, you can go to Open Path for more affordable therapy. If you are looking for a therapist and you're located in the state of Texas, I'm your girl. Set up a free consultation to see me so we can see if we're a good fit. I always encourage for people to set up several consultations to see who is a good fit for them. And even if you're not looking for a therapist, like, what about the people that you love? Like, really advocate for the men in your life, the women in your life that may be struggling to where, like, maybe their generation doesn't believe in therapy and you know, like, the benefits of it. So try to advocate for people that you love and people around you as well. Oh, finals. Oh, I'm definitely sending you lots of positive energy and uh, just energy in general. Like, I get it. I graduated with my master's in August, so I love school. That's so crazy. I didn't know I love school until I started taking my master's, and I was like, maybe I should go back for my to become a doctorate. Nah, but good luck on your finals. It's something so rewarding about studying and like getting good grades. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna take a pause so I can get into the weekend vibes. So I do have a few channel messages from Spirit. First, we're starting off with transformation, and then we have movement, choices, and decisions. So I feel like this weekend for the collective, there is some type of change or transformation happening. For some of us, this could be internal. For a lot of us, I feel like it's going to be internal. I don't feel like it's going to be actual movement. But with this one and this three, that's a four. I feel like this could be a change to our foundation of how we think, the way we look at things when it comes to our security, when it comes to our home life. But then next we have movement, choices, and decisions, which is a two. So this is letting me know my guides are saying we're going to have to make a choice. But I feel like as the energies move forward, we're going to see in our 3D reality things moving forward, things changing. And then we can look back at this transformation like, oh, that makes sense type energy. Before I got on here, I was channeling and my guides showed me a daisy. So daisy represents childbirth, motherhood, and new beginnings. So for some of you, you could be having a baby, you could be pregnant. For some of you, it's a new beginning, a new way of looking at things, a new person coming into your life, a new way of looking at yourself, how you think, how you handle certain situations. This could also be a new beginning as far as like creative projects. If you have certain problems right now or certain challenges, you know, spirit could be coming through and providing you with solutions. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the signs and to different downloads that come through. So also when I was channeling, the angel numbers I got was 77. 77 is about your true calling, is about your purpose. It's about, you know, what you're in alignment with. And a lot of times, this is all about your purpose. And I love the topic of purpose because some people see it as like you just have one purpose. But I truly believe that we can have multiple purposes, right? Like for 10 years, you might be a chef, and then 20 years, you might be, I don't know, you might drive a ship or drive a ship, be a captain, I don't know. But the point is, as you grow, as you develop, your purpose is going to develop. Let me let the lovely train pass. My guides are saying, like, don't put so much pressure on yourself when it comes to your purpose, because I know I was guilty of this, y'all. I was like, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna graduate, and like I graduated with my bachelor's, and I was like, so I felt betrayed. Like, I felt betrayed. I thought I was gonna graduate and get this wonderful job, and like that's just not how it happened. So Um, it's really about going with the flow and like listening to your heart, because your mind is going to be loud and your heart is going to be like a whisper. Let's see. Oh, for sure. Like, if you have a dream that comes up, um, I always look up the meaning of my dreams when I remember it. If it's something that stands out, like the last couple of nights, like I've seen an owl, I've seen a fox, I've seen a horn, like a gold horn, and I'll just Google horn spiritual meaning. And then as I'm reading it, it'll kind of pop out to me what resonates with me. So your dreams is a really good way to get messages from your spiritual team. If you have like a past loved one, like a grandfather, or grandmother, or someone close to you that's passed away, that's a good way to connect with them as well. A lot of people don't like connecting with spirits like face on, but I feel like it's the easiest way for spirits to meet your vibration. When you're asleep, you're relaxed, you're calm, and then they can come in your dream and meet. You can even ask them to meet, you know. So, yes, dreams are very powerful to receive signs. Now, sometimes when you have certain dreams, I'm just gonna let you know if the dream seems scattered, it doesn't make sense. Sometimes dreams are just like fragments of different things. So if if the messages come through and it makes you feel good, it makes you feel light, it feels like a meaning, it feels significant, then go ahead and like look it up. But if it's confusing and you can't really figure it out, maybe jot down in like a journal or something and the date to see if it comes back up, to see if it's relevant. But if it doesn't come back up, it probably doesn't mean anything. You gotta go with like what you feel. You gotta go with your heart. So I was talking about purpose. Um, I think purpose is like one of those things that you just develop along the way. And I feel like a lot of times with society, it's like, you know, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're this, you're that. And sometimes people attach their purpose to their professions or their careers. And, you know, what if you get fired? What if you get injured? And then, like, that's your life. And I feel like you can have multiple purposes. Like, say, if you're a mother or you're a grandmother, or, you know what I mean? Like, you have art projects or you like music, so I feel like you can find purpose in everything you do. Like my plants, they're part of my purpose. Like I love like gardening and tending to them. It's very grounding for me. So be very intentional with your purposes, um, because it can just help you feel more fulfilled. It can help you feel more grateful and more present as well. Because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, you may have people around you that are protecting you as well. That could be it as well. But I understand everybody is not comfortable with talking with spirits. I know I think I started like 8 years ago, and hello, hello. We had went down to Honduras, and it's different in other countries. Like I felt like when I went to Honduras, it was like the spirits knew. Like it's more acceptable down there. People believe in the afterlife, opposed to here in the United States. It's a little bit more taboo, a little bit like woo woo. But like when I went to Honduras, it was different. Like the spirits were just like all in your face, like, hey, I'm here. Because my guide said that like when you can communicate with spirits, like when spirits see me, they see like a beacon of light, like, hey, I'm here, I'm open, I can communicate with you. So it was definitely an experience. I had to learn to ground myself, to protect myself, because it got like really overwhelming. Yes, yep, I do. So I'm a psychic medium, so whenever I do readings for my clients, like I can hear them, I can see. Usually they'll show me like different pictures and different meanings. I love seeing like the inside of their houses and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, yeah. We just watched that movie the other night. Yeah. But I'll say this. When I'm connecting when I'm connecting people with their loved ones, I never really run into anyone that wants to harm them or it's like spooky or scary. No demons or anything. I don't really run into stuff like that because I'm very intentional with who I allow in my space. Like they have to come through the light. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a funny story. So my dad passed away like 8 years ago. And then a couple months later, I was really sad and grieving him. I found a medium. I was going to pay like $400. 2 weeks before I had a scheduled appointment with him, this lady at work was like, "Hey, I know a medium. You want to meet her?" And she charged me like a fraction of the price. I met her, and she just told me like how I had gifts and this and that, and she told me all this stuff about my dad and my family, and she didn't know me, and I'm like, "What?" So when it comes to mediumships, when it comes to spirits, it's all an experience. Like my experience is my experience. I can't prove that I experience what I experience. That's why I truly believe in like not pushing what I believe on other people. So like it gets weird. Like the other night I went to go pick up some quesadillas and like somebody's grandma was like at work with them and the grandma was like, tell her that I miss her. And I'm like, this is weird. Like she's gonna think I'm weird. But I tried to do it as respectfully as possible and she was like, yeah, my grandma's always with me. So but I don't like when they ask me to do that because everybody doesn't believe in that and that's completely fine. Um, but yeah. Yes, I was thankful enough to meet to get a mentorship. She's a well-known psychic medium. Her name's Kat, and she's done past life regressions for me before. She put me under a hypnosis statement, like hypnosis state, and I've saw two of my past lives. That was amazing. I just learned so much like with working with her, and then after I met her and developed my psychic abilities, I met my mentor for my Reiki healing, and then I became a Reiki master. And it was just going back to what I was talking about purpose. Like, you don't really know what your purpose is. Like your inner self, your heart knows like where you're supposed to go. And we just have to like listen because if somebody would have told me like I would be talking to spirits and I'd have all these spirit animals around me, I'd have been like, what? But yeah, and like legit, I'm allergic to cats. But I'm allergic to dead cats, like spirit cats. So I have to constantly clear my space out and like smudge my space out, or I'll have all these spirit animals in my house and then my allergies are acting up. It's crazy. It's I tell people that and they're like, what? And I'm like, I know, I know. Hello, Katie P. Thank you, thank you. You said can I see spirits with what? Mm. So you know what's crazy? My great grandmother was in the church, religious, right? People would line up at her house and come and like touch her hand because she would heal people. So I was like, how cool is that? Like all this, like, I call it witchiness. I don't consider myself a witch. But all of this healing and just connectedness just coming down the line. I love that. You know what I do? I make my own smudge sticks, and I get them from an Indian reservation, and I get like white sage, a different other type of sage. I get cedar, I get lavender. It smells so good, and then I put it up, and then I do my little ritual. But I do utilize certain herbs, like dry herbs, to make my smudge sticks. That's interesting, though. Hmm. Yeah. So love it, love it. Yes, guys. But yeah, so I'll answer questions and then we can get back to chit chatting because I don't know, my guys were just talking about purpose today and they were like, somebody needs to hear about purpose. And I'm like, Okay. Let's see. Whenever you're ready, Katie P, you can go ahead and put your questions in. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Isabel, nice to see you. And if you guys could like this video, I'd truly appreciate it. Because you know, sometimes I feel like with society, like they make it seem like there's like so many like straight roads. Like you're a dentist, you're a doctor, you're this, you're that. But it's like you could be a content creator, or you could travel, or you could do this, or you could do that. And it's like, think outside the box. Like kind of figure out like what you like. You know what I mean? I'm doing well, Isabel, on this nice Friday evening. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. And I just got back in from playing volleyball with my daughter, so like kind of sweaty. But I'm feeling good, feeling good. Feeling good. Let's see. So yes, all yes and no questions are free. And if you want a tarot question, check the description box on how to donate. And once I don't have any questions, we can get back to chit chatting and questions and all of those things. Okay, let's see. I'm focusing. Question, hold on. So you feel like he's ready for a relationship, but you feel like he's not ready for a relationship with you? Gotcha. So you want to know if he's ready. You're glad to hear you're not doing too bad, Isabel. All right, let's see. Which ones do I want to use? Y'all should see my desk. It's like mad crazy. It's like tarot decks threw up everywhere. All right, is he ready? Yes or no? Is he ready? Yes or no? Huh. Honestly, KDP, I don't really think he's ready for anything. We have the Chariot here. So this is an energy of like moving forward, moving on, possibly traveling. I'm getting this energy like nonstop. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. So I almost get this energy like he's not gonna be ready to settle down. Like even if he thinks he is ready, I don't think he's ready. My guides are showing me like ants. So like ants in your pants. Like I feel like I don't know if he's gonna be like trying to club hop or like be single, but I feel like or he could be about like his business and his career, but I feel like is constantly gonna be like moving and busy, if that makes sense. Like maybe when he was with his last partner, he was restricted. Yeah. I think with the Six of Cups coming up here, he's like reminiscing about the past. He's thinking about like stuff from the past, a very nostalgic energy going down memory lane. I almost get that energy like, I wonder what she's doing, or I wonder what he's doing, or like kind of like catching up with like old friends. I thought so. The Hermit card, yeah. He needs to, once he gets that movement out, he really needs to focus on himself. He really needs to do some soul seeking. I feel like there's a conflict between his mind and his heart. And he may not know that yet until he's actually able to be still and like relax. But he's gonna have a period of time where he's gonna like go, go, go. And then he's just gonna be like really quiet. He's going to be letting a lot of stuff go. He's going to be letting go a person, a situation, way of thinking, some type of emotional baggage. He could even also be going to like therapy, but I feel like he's going to be coming to some type of conclusion that something's like not healthy in his life. It could be some type of substance. It's something that he's just like, okay, I'm done with this part of my life. I need to move forward. And I don't think that's the divorce. I think it's something about him. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like it has something to do with healing, because once he's able to do that with the Six of Swords and the Four of Wands, he's going to feel lighter. He's going to feel more stable. Um, like Spirit is showing me right now like a shattered glass. And I feel like he's almost kind of like picking up the pieces, and he's just trying to figure stuff out right now. Like I don't know if in that relationship if he kind of like lost himself or he felt restricted, but I feel like he's going to be on this journey of like him getting to know himself. And he might go back and forth and feel like a lot of internal conflict with the Five of Wands showing up here, but ultimately him getting through the conflict, and Spirit is showing me somebody like going through like this little moat with all these crocodiles. Ugh. He's going to reach a point where he feels more balanced. He feels more secure, but he has to make that choice. Yeah, maybe alcohol, maybe smoking, but there's something that's like nagging him that he knows he needs to stop doing. Maybe it's food. I don't know. Maybe it's food, being a couch potato. I don't know what he's doing, but it's something that's nagging him. Maybe he just wants to like revamp the way he looks. Maybe he doesn't like the way he looks anymore. Like when he gets out on the scene and he's single and he's moving around, maybe he won't feel so attractive, you know? So maybe he's like, I don't like the way that I feel, you know? I don't feel comfortable with myself. So he's going to get it together though with the Ten of Pentacles here. He's going to build up that foundation that was kind of weak or cracked, and he's going to get to a more solid place. And then at that point, I think we would be able to tell whether he'd want to move forward with you or anyone. Because, like I said, the pendulum was like standing still. Like, if he is entertaining anyone right now after his divorce, it's going to be very, very quick. I don't want to get too vulgar, if you know what I mean. So, but KDP, I think he's going to figure it out. He just really needs to take that time to really like love himself and get to know himself. Yeah. And it's tricky when you meet somebody. Like, what if you didn't know him and then you meet him? You know what I mean? Like, we want to meet people when they're whole and complete, when they're working on themselves, when they're working on being the best version of themselves. Because if you're working on being the best version of yourself and then that person isn't, it's not going to be good. Yeah, and you don't want to deal with that. Don't nobody want to deal with that? No. No, I want people to, I want my partner to listen to my needs. I want to listen to their needs. I want us to be a team. That is like the statement that I coined. Like, whoever I'm with, I want them to be my partner. I want them to be my partner in crime. No crime. But I want them to be my team member. You know what I mean? So support each other and, hopefully no ego, you know? Okay. So kind of like which direction you should go as far as like, or maybe like love coming in. Yeah. And that's the first thing that I would say is like really focus on loving yourself, taking yourself out on dates, buying yourself flowers, writing down like the type of partner you want to attract into your life. I think that's going to be very, very important, because whenever you like love yourself, you like increase your inner glow. And then you attract people that are more in alignment with the new and improved you. You don't have to attract the players or the people that are being disingenuous. You're going to attract someone that's very credible and like straightforward, and that wants to get to know you for you, and you don't have to wonder like what their intentions are. Yep. You're not broken, so you don't want someone broken, right? Ooh. All right. Well, keep it up, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Swords. I feel like things are going to get lighter and easier for you. Like you're going to feel like an ease come over you as you like pour into your cup and fill into your cup, and you increase that self-love. Like you're going to feel good. You're going to feel, I don't know. They just said Stella got her groove back. I don't even know if you know who that is, but you're going to be feeling yourself essentially. You have the Three of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of energy around you that is very supportive. You could have people in your life, or you can have new people come in your life that support you and love you and cheering you on. This is also your spiritual team, rooting you on, cheering you on. You have the Ace of Wands. This is about a new beginning. I feel like you're going to meet somebody sooner than later. And I feel like it's going to kind of catch you off guard. And this is like exciting. This is passionate. This is like butterflies. This is like, is this real? And I feel like this person is going to want to move forward. And you're going to want to move forward too. I feel like it's like an alignment thing, right? It's not like they want to move fast and you want to move slow. It's gonna gel. And then we have the Two of Cups. So I almost get this, and I don't want to say in a cliche way like soulmate energy, but as souls, we do come down here and we have soul contracts. I feel like whoever this is, you have a contract with this person. You're supposed to meet this person. So what is for you, right? So you're going to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if you're going to bump into them, but I feel like it's going to be sooner than later. Just focus on filling up your cup, and then boom, it's going to happen. And it's like, I almost get that energy of like, how like you meet a couple and it's just like, how did you guys meet? I feel like you guys are going to have like a good how did you guys meet story. Yeah. Like, I call it a good energy exchange. You know what I mean? Like you want to be with somebody that doesn't make you feel drained, that you look forward to being with, that it's easy. It's not always easy because you're you and they're them, and y'all get to know each other, and you got to figure out the kinks and the bumps and stuff, but it shouldn't be like heavy, It shouldn't be heavy at all. The Empress. So I feel like this is going to be you. You're going to be shining. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to look good. You're going to smell good. You're going to be like beating them off with the stick, because this is also a very fertile energy. So this could also indicate that you could be very fertile, like around the time where you meet this person. So, if you want to be, if you want to create a family, go for it. But if you don't, then know what you got to do. But this is a very attractive energy. This is a very abundant energy. It's a very loving energy. So, and you can boost it with self-care, rest, taking breaks. Resting is not lazy. Okay? Call it recharging your batteries. When you hear that negative self-talk come in, like, oh, you're being lazy, or you could be doing this, or you could be doing that, be like, I'm resting. I'm recharging my batteries. I'm recharging my glow. So, yes, that is your way. That is definitely, I think, the path of least resistance when it comes to that new love that's coming in, KDP, is really just recharging your batteries and like loving yourself. Yep. I love that. The other day, what day was that? My birthday was Tuesday. Wednesday, I took off of work, and I think I took like a 4 or 5 hour nap. I was like, whoa. I felt like a new person. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I felt like a toddler. I was like, this is how kids feel? Like they can just move and So yeah, recharging your batteries is so important, guys. It is so important. But yeah, so everyone in the chat, if y'all guys, if y'all have any questions, like I said, Reiki energy healing, put your questions in the chat. Psychic mediumship, paranormal activity, therapy. Love that. I love that. Yes. Because remember, you are the most important relationship that you have in your life, right? Because if your cup's not full, how are you going to fill into other people's cups? So you come before your partner, you come before your mom and dad, you come before your kids. You hear them back there, right? You come before everybody, you know? So make sure you're good. You know, like the when you get on the airplane, you got to put your oxygen mask on first before you try to save someone else, or you're gonna die. It's kind of morbid, but y'all get it. Yeah, you definitely have to take care of yourself. Oh, my tea got cold. This tea is spicy too. It's like real herby. I don't know how I feel about it. I ran out of my other tea that I like. Let's see, Katie P. All right, let's see. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. I feel you on that. We're in the process of doing that as well for my in-laws. So I wish it wasn't so time consuming, expensive, you know? Wish you could just come back over and, you know? Let's see. Spirit, what messages for Katie? What messages for Katie? So Katie, I did get a yes for you, and the pendulum was pretty smooth too, so I don't really feel like you'll have any hiccups. I don't know what process you have to go through or like what country she's in, because I know it's different. But we have the Three of Wands. So this is about growth. This is about expansion, possibly, you know, traveling, looking over the horizon. So let's see. I feel like it means movement. So I don't know if you started the paperwork, but I feel like once you actually start, there's going to be movement. You got the Three of Cups, 3 and a 3. You may want to look up the angel number 33, but with this Three of Cups, this is letting me know that the energy around your mom getting her visa and coming over here, she's being supported. She's being Russian. Yeah. So she's being supported. So even though it looks like people around her or people around you might say, "Oh, she's not going to come here," or "It's not going to work out." Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, because I feel like with the Three of Cups here, she's supported on a spiritual level. I feel like people are going to be like, "How did she get here?" Visualize it. You know what I mean? That is a beautiful exercise, Katie, that you can do. Like if you're ever in a very quiet and calm mood, like pick a day, like one day, like 3 years from now, and like what would you do? Like would you go eat ice cream with your mom? Would you go out to eat with your mom? Would you go to the park? You know what I mean? Visualize it. See her sweater, see what she's wearing, see her smiling, and that just attracts her into your world even quicker. Spirit, what additional messages? Watch out for that lack. Remember I told you, like I just said, like someone or people may say like, "Oh, you're never going to get to the United States," either on her end or someone on your side. Watch out for the lack. Watch out for the naysayers. Watch out for the people that say that it's not going to happen, it's not going to work out. They don't know anything. They don't know anything. Don't let them project into your 3D reality. Page of Pentacles, good news. So I feel like whenever you do start the process, I feel like you're gonna have movement and you're going to have communication. The Page of Pentacles is the very beginning of messages. This is something very solid. So I feel like this is a good communication that is coming through. This is good news coming through. And this is something for the long term. So I feel like once it starts rolling, I feel like the process of her coming here, it's not going to stop. So they're heavy, so it's not necessarily fast, but it's a constant movement, if that makes sense. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So even more movement. I'm telling you, somebody's spiritually, somebody is moving it along. My God said, even if the odds are against her, she's going to be moving along. Yeah, 10 of Swords. And then she can release this burden. You know what I mean? I don't know what she's experiencing right now. I don't know if she doesn't feel safe. You know what I mean? But I feel like she can put this behind her and she doesn't have to be, in the state of the 10 of Swords. That's 10 months, 10 years. I don't know how long she's been waiting. But this is just an uncomfortable, experience or situation to be in. And I feel like she's going to be moving away from that. She's going to be walking away from that. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest knight in the deck, but it's the most successful knight in the deck. So it's step by step, very slow, very melodic. Nice. I like that. I like how you said that. This is her reward for being good. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles. This was part of the plan. This was part of the plan. So yeah, do that one day. If you're feeling a little down or if you're feeling excited, or if you're feeling good, visualize one day a couple years from now and put whatever you want in that day and make sure to include her in here, I think that'll be very, very helpful. Definitely wishing you and your mom like the best with that, because I wish it was just an easier process, like I didn't know that it was such a tedious process. I didn't know it was so expensive until we started the process. So thank you for donating. I truly appreciate it. Hello. Nice to see you in the live. Okay, so Isabel, if you have a yes or no question, it's free. And if you donate, then I do tarot. If you look in the description box. But if you have a yes or no question, that is free. Yep. There you go. All good things. Oh, Miss Katie, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. That's all we need sometimes. A little talking through. A little pep in our step, right? Happy to see you too. I just got in the house. I've been on live, I guess, for an hour now, maybe 45 minutes, but me and my daughter were practicing volleyball. She started volleyball, and she's getting pretty good. I was like, huh. And oh my gosh, do you see my thumb? Wait. It's bruised. There's like a bruise right here. I have very sensitive hands, so I'm going to leave it up to her. All right, let's see, Miss Isabel. Should you move cities? Yes, no, maybe so. Miss Isabel, I'm getting a yes for you. I'm getting a yes. And I don't know if it's just your background, but I just saw like the sun and the sun setting. So maybe somewhere warm. I don't know. Maybe somewhere where the sun and the sunset. But I'm looking at your background. It's really pretty. So yes. So you guys can continue to put your questions in. But I was talking about your purpose, and like it's one of those things with your purpose that you really have to you have to figure it out. And I feel like sometimes there's like a lot of noise around us telling us what we should be doing, social media, you know what I mean? Standards of beauty, standards of whatever, you know? So I think the first thing with finding your purpose is really going within. What do I like? What do I don't like? You know what I mean? There's value in knowing what you don't like, because then you can move towards what you do like. So I guess to add on to that is really like looking at the silver lining of certain things as well. Because if you think about it, like a lot of us, if we're working like a 9 to 5, think about how much time and energy, think about how much energy you're putting into that job. You're not investing that in yourself. So think about that when you're thinking about your purpose. You want to have a little, you want to have of pockets of positivity, pockets of fulfillment. You know what I mean? Even if you work your 9 to 5 and you're fine with that. But when you get home, you can knit or crochet or work on your art project, and it just puts a smile on your face. It can be little. It can be little, but it can be big in the grand scheme of things. You're so welcome, Isabel. Yes. And we're continuously finding our purpose, guys. Like, always. You know what I mean? It's like a never ending story. It's just like, I don't know. It's like right now I just became a therapist. That's part of my purpose. Like, I'm a mother. That's part of my purpose. You know, one day I might be a scuba diver. So it's like, I don't know. Just go crazy when it comes to going to having a purpose. Like, just be adaptable, be flexible, and like be open. Because I feel like a lot can change. You know, you're not the same person that you were 6 months ago or 5 years ago. All right, Spirit, what messages? Yes, no, maybe so. You got a big old yes. You got a yes? I hope he makes up his mind and he contacts you. Happy Friday, Miss Madeline. Oh, cool. Saturday in Australia. Let's see. So nice to see you. Let's see. Jesus Christ. The freaking kids. Let's see. Spirit. Should Madeline change jobs? Let's see. Move back. I'm getting a yes for you. Do you want to move back? Do you want to move back, Madeline? I kind of feel like you do. Did you give Australia, do you feel like you gave Australia a chance? Or are you missing New Zealand, the Three of Swords? Are you missing it? Are you homesick? Spirit is showing me like a pie right now. I feel like you're almost missing some type of meal or something very specific or very nostalgic. Oh, I understand. I went away for college and I was like in Louisiana, and my dad was right here in Texas, and like I missed him so much. I miss his cheeseburgers and his French fries, and you know, Louisiana had wonderful food too, and I'm sure Australia has pretty awesome things, but it's like it's not New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Miss Madeline, I did get a yes for you, so I feel like Spirit is showing me like butterflies, so I feel like you're gonna be getting signs along the way. You know, maybe kind of moving you along your path of wherever you're supposed to go. Yeah, it's not easy missing home. You know, it's definitely not easy, especially the food. I don't know what it is about food. Ugh, I'm hungry right now. Oh man. So guys, y'all can keep putting questions in the chat, but I wanted to get back to purpose. Think about what brings you joy, right? And if you don't really know what brings you joy, or you don't have like a hobby or something, try something new. Like try like a meetup.com, or try like a place where you can like try a new hobby. You don't have to break the bank. Just try something new. Like look on what's that thing called? I don't know, little thing with the coupons. I'm drawing a blank right now. But see if you can find some type of special or some type of deals, you know? Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Madeline. What is it? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. You just missing home. Well, I'm speaking into existence. If you do choose to move home, that you'll just get an amazing offer, amazing job, and then you'll go back and it'll be that much sweeter. Yes. But guys, this weekend, I really want to encourage you guys to, intentionally think about your purpose and your purposes, because I feel like we have multiple purposes. Just think about like what your needs are. For me, I didn't know this until probably before COVID. Probably COVID kind of did this for me. But what's important for me when it comes to my purpose is financial freedom. I don't want to have to worry about money. I want everything to be on auto pay. I want to have money circulating in. I want to have multiple streams of income. So that's what I'm manifesting. I also want flexibility of time. Like, I want flexibility of time so I can use my time the way that I want to use my time. So I don't, I can take my self care and love myself, and I can go to all my kids' events and things of that nature. So, flexibility of time, financial freedom. Really think about, what you want, and try writing your story out. And if writing your story out is too much, like I was telling KDP earlier, write down, visualize one day in the next, say, 5 years. And like, how would you want that day to look? Like, do you want to be on vacation? Do you want a new puppy? Do you want a new car? Visualize it all. Smell it all. Do you want to be at Disney World, eating the funnel cakes, even though it makes your stomach hurt? Ugh. Funnel cakes are good, but they do make my stomach hurt after after like 3 bites. I'm like, it's too sweet. Yes. And the thing is, like, those weren't things that were preached, at least to me. I don't know about you guys, but flexibility of time and financial freedom, that wasn't put into my head when I was younger. It was like, get a job, have a 401k. I mean, those things are fine, but I'm just saying, like, think big, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Like, if we're in this matrix and they're telling us all this stuff and we're just like, okay, this is the tax bracket I'm in, like, there is no limit. Sky's the limit. There is no limit. So when you're visualizing like what you want to attract into your life, go big. Like, what do you want to do? Like, sometimes when you're looking for vacations, pick like the 5-star hotel and add all the luxuries and go through the whole motion of it. Because if you don't know what luxury is, then how you gonna know? So, just live as if your experiences, your circumstances aren't your current circumstances, because your circumstances right now are temporary. If you have $10 in your bank account, tomorrow you could be a millionaire. You could be. You could get a check for $500,000. Then what? So, dream big, guys. Yeah, YOLO. You only live once. You actually live multiple times, but I'm only coming back as Tony one time. So it's like, time is not real, but your energy is real, right? So it's like, let's live in the moment, let's live in the present, and like, let's live intentionally, Sometimes, like, I would like to write future letters to my future self, and I'll just journal and I'll ask her questions. Like, how long is your hair? I'm just like, no, but I'll ask her questions like, what are you doing? Like, are you still helping the collective? Are you inspiring people? Are you motivating? Like, what are you doing? Like, give me the details. So you could do that too as a exercise, write to your future self. And as you're automatic writing, see what messages come back, either through your journal or through your dreams. Like, if you guys knew, like, we have so much spiritual energy around us, and they're like helping us. They're helping us. And a lot of times we don't even know that they're helping us. And when we see the signs, and sometimes when I see certain signs, and my guides are like, you saw it. I'm like, I think I did. Is that what you meant? Okay. So my guides always tell me to, like, don't take life so serious. And I'm like, harder said than done, buddy. This body changes everything, like all these emotions and stuff, and regulating your emotions and breathing. But it gets easier, it gets better with time. I wouldn't want to go like back to high school. Y'all remember that? Ugh. Or like being a kid, your emotions are so big. Like, oh Lord. Oh, is it when you said boy short, you know what I thought about? I thought about Twilight, and which sister was that? And she had like the pixie cut. I thought that was so cute. Like, she has such a little head. Like, she looks so cute. Yeah. Talk to your future self. See what her hairstyle is like. Oh gosh, yeah, it has. It's crazy. The other day it was chilly outside, and I broke out my Letterman, and it's like I have like, what do you call those things? Patches, because like I was an overachiever, stressing myself out. But I put my Letterman on, and it fit like a glove, and I was like, oh, I still got it. And my daughter was like, you're old, and I'm like, yeah, thanks. But yeah, high school was so long ago. College was so long ago. That's crazy. It's like little mini lifetimes within lifetimes, huh? I'm trying to think. What is this? This is 2022. Oh, it's been 17 years since I've been in high school. Let's try college. Let's see. It's been 12 years since I've been in college. But I just finished my master's in August, so. But remember, time is an illusion, okay? You know what? One day I was channeling with my guides, and they were like, time's not real. And one of my guides said, this is just one long day. Like, you're born and then you die. Like, it's just one long day. And I was like, I thought my brain was going to explode. I'm like, what do you mean one long day? And I'm like, that's so crazy. It is one long day. Ooh, my birthday was Tuesday. Yes, I turned 36. 36. Or like my daughter said, I'm an old grandma. But like, I've never had an issue with like age, because I just went to the is it called the DPS? My license expired, and then I had to go and get my license renewed, and the lady was like, wow, I thought you were younger. So thanks to my Gemini rising, I will be 80 years old and look like I'm 30. So you know what? I think you're as old as you feel inside, honestly. Because my son, like when he was born, I swear he was like Benjamin Button, like 80-year-old man. Like, he's 10 now, and he still acts like an old man. He's grumpy. He's like an old man. Just it took like 3 months for him to smile. So your age is like how you feel. You're as old or as young as you feel. So if you want to feel young, go do some young stuff. Go jump on a trampoline. Don't hurt yourself though, because when I was playing volleyball, I got a bruise on my hand. Don't hurt yourself, because you heal a little slower once you get to a certain age. Your body's like, wait a minute now. Don't break nothing. You're gonna heal up. You're gonna take you a long time to heal up. Yes, he's so funny. He is so funny. When I did my past life regression, he was in both of my lifetimes, and supposedly, like, he's in my pod. So, like, one of the lifetimes when I went back, I saw him. It was two. It was two boys, and I saw him. And after I passed, I saw him in his lifetime, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's just so exciting. Just to know, like, we're just so connected, you know. So it's like it reminds me of, like, just being compassionate to people, like even people you don't know. You know when you're at the gas station or you're just out and about and like people are just like ugly and they have a bad attitude and stuff like that. It's like I just see them as like they're not loved. They don't feel loved. Let me say that. They don't feel loved. They're not healed, you know? So it's like my heart kind of goes out to them, you know? So I feel like it made me a bit more compassionate, you know, because you just never know people's circumstances. And like with me becoming a therapist, whew, you just never know what people go through, like with their childhoods and stuff, you know? Oh, thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. He was my son in my past life. So the past life that I'm talking about, I can't tell what timing it was, but it looked like it was around maybe slavery-ish time. But it was weird because like I kind of still look like how I do now. And my husband was Caucasian, and then my kids were, I guess, biracial at that point. But I worked with herbs, and I used to be like a healer, and I would heal like a lot of the white people. But then like my deal was I would go to the slaves and I would help them for free. But that was the deal. But they ended up hanging me. Like I saved a lot of kids, I saved a lot of people from a lot of illnesses, but then it got to a certain point where they turned against me and I ended up getting hung. It was very traumatic to see, um, but you know what? When you die, you don't feel anything. I've done hundreds of readings. Like I've seen spirits pass away and get killed with like machetes, and you don't feel anything. Like your spirit detaches and it stays with the body. So it doesn't matter how gruesome of a death that you have, or if you know anybody that died in like a crazy way. Like I'm thinking about Dahmer now. I don't know why my mind went there, but you don't feel any pain. Yep, no pain. Yep, and he's still my son. He was the first one. Like I had a boy first, and then I had my daughter, and then the last one. I don't know how she popped through. She seems like a new soul though, cause like one day I was doing her hair, and she was looking in the mirror, and she was like, "Wow, mommy, I really made it here." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "I'm a real life human." And I was like, "Okay." She's the one that used to bite my tarot cards, so she's funny. I think she gets it sometimes. Like even though she went through the veil and like forgot everything, sometimes I think she knows like way more than I'm aware of what she knows. I'm interested to see who's gonna have gifts. Cause we all come down here with gifts. It's just if we choose to like tap into them or not, you know? No, so the ones that take their own lives, there's no pain. But typically, when I see spirits, like I communicate with spirits that uh, commit suicide, they typically don't show me their face. So they're either like this or they're like this. Like it almost kind of feels like a shamefulness type energy, or maybe it's just how I see them. But no, they don't feel anything when they take their life. But when they take their lives, like as soon as they take their lives and they become a spirit, they're like, dang it, dang it. Then they remember, like, and then they have to go through that lifetime. You know, they have to learn that lesson again. Sometimes we take multiple lifetimes to learn certain things over and over and over. And one of those things is like I think suicide. I'm pretty sure we've all had certain lifetimes where we've had like I don't know, 100 lifetimes killing ourselves. Like um until we got it right. Yeah. Well, okay, so sometimes like when people are killed tragically and like they feel like they're not ready or it's not their time, they have the choice to stay. From what my guides have told me, they can stay, and time doesn't really exist. So you know how like the haunted houses and stuff, they can stay and say like this is my house. They can like haunt the house essentially, but eventually they'll cross over to the light. And sometimes when you see like investigations, like paranormal activity, like investigations, we will help them cross over if they want to. So I've been involved in that too with my mentor, Kat. I've actually helped her with assisting someone transitioning over to the other side. We just have to like let them know, like, hey, it's okay. You're a spiritual being. Like when you cross over, like there's no hell, there's no brimstone, there's no fire. Just go into the light and everything will be okay. And then usually there's another guide that's there to like help them. And then they'll see their family members or who they want to present to like bring them over. But typically once they see those family members, they're like they don't want to come back. Like I don't know if you guys are into like near death experiences like on YouTube, but those are like very powerful stories like that people experience. And a lot of them say they'll have people meet them, like Grandma Sally or, you know, whoever. And I think what it does is it gives you a sense of comfort. Because I know when I go, I better see my dad. Like, that's. That is the only person I want to see. So it just gives them comfort, you know, to know that someone familiar is there. And if you're very religious, like some people have near death experiences, they see Jesus or they see Mary because that's what resonates with them. That's what makes them feel comfortable. Like they're not going to see Allah, or you see what I'm saying? They're not going to see somebody else that doesn't resonate with them. So when people say, oh, I saw Jesus, I believe it because that's probably what they think they saw. Yep. And one book that I live by is Journey of the Souls by Michael Newton. It's free. It's on YouTube. It's an audio book. It really paints the pictures of souls. It's like a soul's journey. And he's like a hypnotherapist and he's talking to different clients and they're talking about their past lives, like they see their deaths and they see their loved ones grieving, and it's just that whole process. And when I read that book, it changed my life. I was like, wow, like that's crazy. Like, why aren't they teaching us this? But I think anything that brings you closer to your inner truth, I think it helps you regain your power. It helps you connect you to like your like essence, I guess. Not trying to get weird, but it connects you to like who you were, I guess. And I feel like sometimes with social media and stuff and this facade that we're looking at, it's like you need a Mercedes and you need to lose weight, and you don't need to lose weight. Like you need to look however you want to look, you know? Oh wow, Madeline, that's cool. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes. Look at me. I love when people get readings and it like resonates. You know what I mean? Because like I've met people before because I used to do readings at the psychic fair in spring, and I would meet people and they're like, I'm scared. And I'm like, of what? It's not scary, you know, but I think it's all in like who's reading you, what their intentions are, because you can meet people and they can have pretty sucky intentions, you know? I was at the mall one time and this lady like walked up to me and was like, you look like you have a lot of questions. And I'm like, questions about what? And she was like, well, I'm a psychic medium. And I said, how cool, me too. And then she just walked off. And I'm like, You know what I mean? And I think that's why a lot of spirituality and healers and stuff like that get a bad rap, because some people are just not healed, and they just focus on money. And people know when you're genuine and disingenuine because it's all about energy, you know? Yeah. You know, it just feels kind of cringy. It's like, ish, I don't like that. Yeah, so yes. So I'm pretty much wrapping it up. You guys have been awesome. If you guys, aw. So if you want, Madeline, if you have one more question, what, hey, what's your name? Because I don't know how to say your your username. And if you want to put in a question, because you guys are like always supportive, go ahead and put in your questions, and then I'm gonna be wrapping it up and heading off. So if y'all have any last minute questions, they're free. Don't worry about it. Refresh my tea because I am thirsty. But yeah, any last questions? It could be a personal question. I'll pull you some cards real quick, and it's almost 7:30 here. No problem. I have this one deck over here, but I don't really use it that much because it has like a lot of curse words in it. It's so spicy, but yeah, it's called Zero Filter Tarot, the Rebel deck. But some people don't like when you curse, so it's like, I try to keep it what's the word? Politically correct, I guess. Politically correct as it's gonna get. When you're talking about spirits and goblins and ghouls. And one time I got a reading done, and this lady said that I have like 3 dragons around me. It was really cool. And then she like said that one of my lifetimes were like in Egypt, and like low key I'd be feeling like I'm like royalty because I'd be feeling kind of judgy. But I don't know, sometimes I'll think of like pyramids and like that time, and like I feel like I was like pretty high up, and I'm like, Aw, Madeline, you're so sweet. Oh no, you can ask a regular question. It's fine. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, what messages from Madeline? Hold on. Get you a little bit of everything. Ooh, rest and rejuvenation. Do you need to rest? Do you need to take time to yourself? I'm getting that. I'm getting that energy. Like you need to recharge. You need to slow down. You need to take breaks to kind of regain your power. Your throat chakra may be a little bit affected too as well. Maybe like tripping up over your words, or like not finding the words that you want to communicate. Oh, thank you. So I think finding ways to rest is going to be very nice. There you go. There you go. You have the Star card. So I feel like this is about healing, right? This is about healing. This is about slowing down. There could be like a very supportive healing energy around you. I think that's great that you're reducing your hours. 6 of Swords. I feel like in your physical 3D, like your reality, you're going to see things become lighter. You're going to see things improve. Spirit is saying like you're going to see things just kind of work out like in your favor. I almost feel like it's going to be like either 1 or 2 things, like 2 things happening, or like 3 things happening. So I don't know if you're going to feel like you're lucky or good luck, but it's like, wow, that really worked out, and wow, that really worked out. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. You have the Chariot, so you have some type of movement. I don't know if you're going to be traveling somewhere or going somewhere, but there's this energy of movement. You got something new coming in. So, I don't know, a new job, a promotion, some type of financial increase, but some type of way your value is going to be increasing some type of way. You could be getting some type of unexpected money coming in too. Because my guys are showing me someone going like, ooh. So, and I feel like whenever this new beginning comes in, I feel like it's gonna allow you to release some type of burden. I don't know what burden you have. I don't know if it's like burden in your mind, in your bank account, but you're gonna be able to feel like much lighter. You're gonna be wrapping something up and reducing. You're gonna be putting this burden down. I feel like it's gonna happen out of nowhere too. Also, pay attention to your dreams with the moon card here. I feel like you're gonna get like little insights or downloads or signs when it comes to your future planning and things like that. You also have some good news coming in here too with the Page of Wands. So I feel like you got some good stuff going on here. What else we got? Let me see. What else? This is the Six of Swords. The situation will improve. Something's going to be improving for you in your life. I don't know if it's work. I don't know if it's personal. I don't know what's been kind of, they're saying eating at you or bothering you, but something's going to get better. I don't know if you're going to look at something differently or your perspective's going to change, but things are going to feel lighter. There's something better. So I feel like you could be having some type of new opportunity come in as well. Maybe this new opportunity is going to provide you, Madeline, with more money, but more flexibility at the same time. And I feel like it's probably something very unexpected. Something you can be creative with too. Feed your creativity. So if you are looking for jobs or if you are looking for stuff, I would think about things that you're good at. Think about things that you're in a flow and you feel good when you're doing that. Oh, cool. You're going to be traveling. Nice. Wonderful. That is so awesome. Well, thank you, Madeline, so much. Truly appreciate it. Wishing you safe travels. I'm sure I'll talk to you before March. Yep. Let's see. Hello, Rennie. Nice to see you. I'm doing well. How are you doing? We're wrapping up the questions. You can get a freebie too. You'll be the last question, and I'll be getting off of here. All right, let's see. We had fun tonight. We talked about everything. People are gonna watch the recording. They're gonna be like, what? All right, spiritual messages. Okay. I just think it's funny that you got this card. Can you see it? Can you see the bite marks? But yeah, so this is a number 2. This is a sacral chakra. This is a number 2, so it's about a choice. And we also have number 8, and it is power. So I'm getting the energy of like, it's going to be a choice. Like when you guys reconnect and stuff, because I do feel like you guys are going to be reconnecting. But I guess my thing is like getting to know this person on who they are now. And I mean now, but I mean in the present moment of you connecting back with them. Just to make sure that they're in alignment with you, if that makes sense. because you don't want to fall back into old habits. We have be assertive. So with be assertive, and I feel like with this Gemini, I feel like it's important for you to communicate your needs, your wants, your boundaries, what you're willing to negotiate, what you're not willing to negotiate with. Is going to be very important, and really just saying if this person in the present moment, when you do reconnect back with them, if they're still in alignment with the type of person that you want. Like, I'm getting the energy of like, don't settle, if that makes sense. So we have the Chariot, we have the Five of Cups. So there's this energy of moving on from disappointment, from sadness, tears, and it's from somebody from the past. So I feel like it's this person, the Gemini. You have the World card. So that is about some type of completion, wrapping something up, learning some type of lessons. I feel like with this person, you were learning some things and he was learning certain things too. But I feel like it is possible for a new beginning between you two. But I feel like there's going to have to be a lot of mending and healing and growing through the interaction between you two, if that makes sense. You know, because there's some energy of lack with the Five of Pentacles here, lack of confidence, lack of love for either party, right? How you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. So this is you, Queen of Wands. You know, just stay focused, stay determined. Don't settle, you know, like the butterflies may come back if, you know, once he decides to call you or contact you, but just don't get distracted. Like, know your worth, know your value. And ultimately, you get to choose whether you want to start this new beginning with this person. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Hold on. The thing went away. Hold on. Hold on, let me see. The little chat box. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so I didn't see any of those chats, but yeah, it seems like it has been a long journey. So yeah, when you do reconnect, you gotta feel it out and, you know, see if the feelings are genuine and just see if it's a good energy exchange. But I feel like ultimately there is an opportunity for a new beginning, for a passionate, exciting relationship, or new beginning. You just want to make sure that you're not settling, right? Because you have the Queen of Wands. Like, you're the Queen of Wands, you're attractive, like people are attracted to you. So, very beautiful. All right, let me turn this off real quick. Because, you know, if I don't turn it off, somebody's gonna come in. But I appreciate all you guys. You guys are so awesome and so supportive, and you guys have the best conversations. Let's see. Yes, no, maybe so. Nothing. I'm not getting anything. So my guides are showing me like a brick wall right now. That's weird. You're so welcome. My guides are showing me a brick wall right now. Like, maybe their guards up. I do feel like you're gonna know something soon enough. You have the Ace of Swords here, so this is new communication coming in, clarity coming in. Be a little bit patient. Be a little bit patient. I'm not sure what this person, why the walls are up. It doesn't have to necessarily be because of you. It could be something that they're experiencing. We do have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so it does speak about like love and connection and feelings. I don't know if you guys are like romantic or not, um, but there is like a deep caring here. Ooh. Yeah, they could be dealing with their own battles with the Devil coming up here, like fears, um, fears, doubts, overthinking. I don't know if they're working on some type of project or work or school, but I feel like something is. Oh, okay, it's for a job. I feel like something is like taking their attention, if that makes sense. So, yeah, because they're wrapping something up with the Ten of Swords here, a painful, uncomfortable situation. Swords typically are in the mind. So, this person may be like very busy, very forgetful. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it's intentional. And you are going to get some type of clarity, I said. You're going to get some type of clarity. Be a little bit patient with the Seven of Pentacles here. But I feel like once you're able to get that clarity, then everything's going to make sense, if that makes sense. Yeah. Nope. No bad vibes towards you because even with like the brick wall that I'm seeing, it's like the brick wall is like around themselves. So it's almost like they're blocked, not blocking you. Does that make sense? That's very specific. Yes, best of luck. They may be thinking about changing direction too with the with the Knight of Wands here. You know, they could be concerned or kind of confused as like if they're gonna go this way or that way. Um, but I really feel like this person is very in their mind. But like I said, you're gonna soon enough you're gonna be getting the clarity and you're gonna have their insight, their truth, their communication soon enough, and you won't have to assume, you know, what's going on with them, you know? Sometimes it's hard for people to communicate, you know, depending on their childhood, depending on their experiences in life. Some people shut down, some people isolate themselves, and it's easy to take it very personal, like, what did I do? But it's like that may just be how that person, you know, handles things. So definitely sending you healing energy and positive vibes with that situation. Hopefully the clarity like makes sense like once they're able to, you know, communicate that to you. Ooh, an hour and 48 minutes. I'm a trooper. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, okay? Filled with blessings, abundance, and most importantly, make sure you guys get some rest. Get some intentional rest. I'm going to intentionally get some rest, not accidental rest. Aw, thank you. And you know what? I really can't even take any of the credit. Like all of these pictures and messages that I get are from my spiritual team. I give them all the credit. I'm just the radio, I'm just the messenger. So I truly appreciate it and grateful that I have this gift to like share with you guys. So, and thank you guys for listening to me. I truly appreciate it. So, if you're not, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all those things. Turn on notifications because I randomly get on live and it's the holiday time. So I think I'll have a little bit more time to get on here more often to talk about spirituality, mental health, and all the things. Thank you, Madeline. You guys have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful evening. And I will talk to you guys soon. If I can get my technology together. All right. Wishing you love and abundance. Bye.